Alright, against Warrior. Against Warrior, I think Echoing Ooze and they're all like, these are all kind of awkward cards because all of your like 2-drops without Hobgoblin are actually kind of awkward against Warrior because of Acolyte of Pain. I'm actually going to keep Wrath for that reason. I'm going to go ahead and mulligan these, keep an Echoing Ooze. I'm going to keep Wrath. It's good against both Acolyte of Pain and against Armorsmith. You can at least like potentially take out their Armorsmith. We could coin out Ooze here and then Power of the Wild next turn. That's really bad against War Axe, so there's no real reason to do it. Alright. Armorsmith. Oops. I'm going to go ahead and just play the Echoing Ooze. It's a little bit awkward here. But we can't just like sit back and do nothing. Our Echoing Ooze ultimately trades for our opponent's Armorsmith straight up with like each hit, basically, but our opponent does potentially get... Alright, this is the Acolyte of Pain, so that's what we... Oh, he's just attacking us. Well, there's a Hobgoblin. I'm going to go ahead and just Wrath the Acolyte of Pain. We don't want this guy to stick around. We could Power of the Wild. Yeah, we're just going to kill that. So we're hoping to draw. Now we're hoping to draw like any of our one power minions because we have a Hobgoblin. Drawing a. Alright, I'll take that. Cenarius. It's not very exciting. This is actually pretty bad for me, because I don't have anything I can effectively play into this that doesn't die to Deathspite. I'm just going to go ahead and attack my opponent and just pass the turn. I don't want to coin out a Loatheb and just have it die. If we draw a Violet Teacher, we're actually in a pretty good spot because we have the Violet Teacher coin Power of the Wild. Maybe I should have attacked this instead of my opponent. Sludge Belcher, that's fairly bad for me. It's definitely pretty bad for me. Innervate. That also doesn't really do anything. I'm just going to play... I can play Loatheb next turn, which is pretty awkward because my opponent just gets to attack into it, then gets a double trigger off of Armorsmith off of these. This is not going well for me. Warrior's a tough matchup for this deck because of how effective like Armorsmith and Acolyte are against your small minions. Yeah, this is going very poorly for me, and I don't really have much that I can do to improve it from here. Like, my draw isn't really such that that I have a tremendous amount of options. I can like Force of Nature or swipe. Maybe just swipe here, killing these, and I open myself up to like Force of Nature to kill this next turn. Yeah, I think that's my best option. I don't want to play a Haunted Creeper because I want a Force of Nature with a clear board to kill this. This is bad for me. When the Warriors just go to your face with their weapons, you know you're in a tough spot. All right, so we're gonna play Force of Nature. Next turn I can play like Hobgoblin, Haunted Creeper, Annoyotron, plus power if I really want to, or just coin Cenarius. Coin Cenarius is maybe better. Both of them are really vulnerable, are potentially vulnerable to Brawl. The thing is, my opponent can just play like Ragnaros here, and I'm in a lot of trouble. Okay, well at least he's not playing Ragnaros. Okay, so I think I just want to... This is actually pretty good, because it's actually fairly resilient to Brawl now. So now, even if he has Brawl here, we end up with at least 4 1/1s. And then next turn, we could potentially... Is he not Brawl? Can we kill him from like a... From how much? We can give our all arrows +3/+3 with Cenarius plus Power of the Wild. So he didn't Brawl. So I'm gonna guess he just doesn't have Brawl. So... I think we YOLO. I think we just YOLO it. And Cenarius, maybe we just Cenarius and don't Power of the Wild. It's probably good enough. So now we could Innervate Power of the Wild, and then we'd have, what is this? This is 15, 19. We could have 23 power. He's at 41, so that's not quite what we're looking for. So I'm just going to attack here. And attack my opponent for 14. So even if he Brawls this turn, we have Violet Teacher Innervate Power of the Wild for the tokens that are left over next turn. I think he might be dead. Maybe not. No, not just yet. He's a bunch of individual removal spells. Okay. Look at him go! Alright. Well. Whatever. YOLO. He would have brawled if he had a Brawl. So yeah, these are the explosive turns that I was talking about last game. Look at that! Look at that game! I was getting crushed! I was getting so crushed!